Capable, successful women struggle in relationships? The truth about masculine and feminine energy. In 1942, a British researcher studied couples, noticing something curious. The couples who reported the deepest satisfaction, the ones who described their relationships as truly alive, weren't the ones that were most similar to each other. They were the most different to each other. Not in values, not in character, in energy. One person leaned into structure, direction, decisiveness. The other leaned into flow, feeling, being receptive. And together something happened that neither could create alone. A polarity, a charge, an aliveness. Now, I think about this a lot because I see so many capable, successful, strong women exactly like the ones that I work with every day, who are exhausted in their relationships, not because they're with the wrong person necessarily, but because something in that dynamic has gone flat. I want to talk to a very specific woman today. She's capable. She pays her own bills. She makes her own decisions. She builds a life, sometimes a whole career, on her strength and capabilities. And in her relationships, if she's in one, and if she's not in one, something is feeling off. Either the relationship feels flat, functional, more like running a household together than truly being in love, or she's single, and every man she meets either feels too passive, too uncertain, too willing just to go along with whatever she decides, or he feels controlling in a way that makes her want to run. There doesn't seem to be a middle, and she wonders quietly, is this just what relationships are now? Is this what I should expect? I want to offer you something today that might change everything. This isn't about the men you're meeting, it's about energy. And specifically, it's about what happens when a woman has been living almost entirely in her masculine energy, often for very good reasons, and what that does to her relationships. What does masculine and feminine energy actually mean? Now, quick but an important note before we go any further. Masculine and feminine energy has nothing to do with gender roles, traditional values, or who does what in the household. They are energetic principles. Every person carries both. Now, the masculine energy is the energy of direction, structure, decisions, action, and protection. It moves towards a goal and it provides a container. Feminine energy is the energy of love, of feeling, of being receptive, intuitive, and creative. It moves in response to what's alive in the moment, and it fills the container. Now, here's the part that matters most for what we're talking about today. These two energies create polarity, and polarity creates attraction, charge, and aliveness. Now imagine two people with the same energy, both pushing, both directing, both in their heads, both managing. Now they can have a wonderful partnership, a great friendship, a successful business together, but it often doesn't feel like romance. It feels like a merger. Now, why are so many capable women stuck in their masculine energy? Well, here's what I see again and again. A woman builds a life where she has to be her masculine, in her masculine energy almost constantly. She runs her household, she pays the bills, she makes the decisions, she solves the problems, she holds everything together for herself and often for her children and sometimes for everybody else around her. Now, this isn't a character flaw, it's often survival and it's competency. It's what was required. But here's what happens when she comes home, when she's finally with her partner, the one place where she might get to exhale, she's still in that energy. She's directing, she's managing, she's holding the structure. And if her partner is also in his masculine, also directing, also managing, also holding structure, now you have two people running the same operational system, both pushing, neither receiving. And the relationship starts to feel like a business partnership, efficient, functional, and quietly, slowly lonely. And here's the harder truth. If her partner is in feminine energy, softer, more receptive, more go with the flow, and she's still in her masculine, she often loses respect for him without even realizing that that's what's happening. She finds herself irritated by things that shouldn't be irritating, frustrating that he's not stepping up, not leading, not taking charge. She's wanted a masculine man, but she's not creating space for him to be one because she's occupying that space herself. And what's a masculine man actually providing? Now, let's talk about masculine energy in a man and what it actually looks like because it often is misunderstood. It's not about dominance, it's not about control, it's not about being loud or aggressive or always getting his way. A masculine man provides a container. He has direction. He knows generally where he's going in his life, even if the details aren't figured out. He's grounded. When things get chaotic or emotional, he doesn't get swept away. He stays steady. He can make decisions. He can choose a restaurant, plan a date, make a call without needing it to become a whole thing. He holds space for her feelings without needing to fix them or being threatened by them. He's reliable. His word means something. He follows through. This isn't about him being unemotional or shut down. The healthiest masculine men feel deeply, but they have a steadiness underneath the feeling, a container that doesn't collapse when things get intense. The container is what allows a woman to finally soften, to stop holding everything, to feel for maybe for the first time in a long time like she doesn't have to be the strong one in this situation and relationship. Now, here's the part that's hardest for a lot of capable women to hear. Feminine energy in a relationship isn't about being passive, weak, or less capable. It's about showing up differently, specifically in that relationship, in that intimate space. It looks like receiving rather than managing, letting him plan the date without redesigning it, letting him make a decision without correcting it. It looks like feeling rather than fixing, sharing what's going on emotionally without needing to become a problem to solve. It looks like trust expressed through softness, not because you can't handle things yourself, you clearly can, but because you're choosing in this relationship, in this moment, to let somebody else hold something for you. It looks like playfulness, curiosity, warmth, the parts of you that doesn't have to be productive or efficient or in charge. Now, here's what I want you to really hear. This isn't about becoming smaller. It's about putting down a role you've been carrying everywhere and seeing what's underneath it. And for a lot of women, what's underneath is that constant management and directing. Is somebody who is tired, who wants to be taken care of sometimes, who wants to feel, not just function. That person didn't disappear. She's just been working overtime for a long time. Now, how does she actually drop it? So, how does a woman who runs her own life, pays her own bills, makes her own decisions all day long, come home and access something different? Well, she starts with a transition. Most women go straight from work mode into home mode without no pause. And they wonder why they can't soften. There's been no off ramp. Even 5 or 10 minutes, changing clothes, going for a walk around the block, a few quiet moments before you go to your partner can signal to your nervous system that part of the day is over. Continues with small movements of letting go. Small movements, letting him choose where you eat tonight. Sharing something you're feeling without immediately turning it into a plan or a problem to solve together. Saying, I don't know, what do you think? And actually sitting with not being the one who decides. Now, these might feel uncomfortable at first. That uncomfortableness is information and it's showing you exactly where you've been holding on. And it requires a partner who can meet you there. Which is why, if you're single, what you're really looking for isn't just somebody masculine on paper. It's somebody who can hold steady when you soften, who won't be lost or passive or need you to take back the lead the moment you set it down. Signs of a man who's comfortable in his masculine energy. If you're single and wondering what to actually look for here are some signs. He plans things, not controlling, just he suggests the restaurant, he picks the time, he makes it easy. He's not waiting for you to design every moment. He's steady when things get emotional. If you're upset, he doesn't panic or disappear or immediately try to fix it. He stays present. He has direction in his life. He doesn't need you to be his purpose or his project, for he has his own things he's building and exploring and working towards. He can hear no and get pushback without it becoming a whole event. He's confident without being fragile. He's curious about you genuinely. He asks questions and actually listens to your answers. And this is the big one. He respects that you're capable without needing you to perform that capability with him all the time. The healthiest masculine men aren't threatened by a strong woman. They're drawn to her. And they're also genuinely relieved when she lets them step in. I want to leave you with this. If you've been feeling like relationships are either flat or frustrating, like there's no middle ground between a man who feels like a roommate and a man who feels like he wants to run the show, it might not be about the men. It might be about energy and polarity, about what happens when the same energy meets the same energy day after day. And the beautiful thing is, you don't lose your strength by exploring this. You're not becoming less capable, less successful, less you. You're just discovering that there's a part of you, a part that has been working very hard for a very long time, that might be ready to put something down and see what happens underneath. We are building a beautiful intentional circle here. If your soul feels at home, hit subscribe so we can keep finding our way back to each other. I'd love it if you leave a comment below. I'd like to know, does this resonate? Have you noticed this pattern in your own life and in your own relationships, both maybe past or present? And could you share this with a woman who has been wondering why dating or her relationships feel harder than it should? And if you're ready to explore this more deeply through the love intelligence methods, then reach out. Let's have that heart to heart because you haven't missed your story yet. It's just about to begin. Love is the way back to self. And don't forget, love is your magic.